Today we'll be checking out the plugin that's the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace attribute set mapping plugin. Now this particular plugin allows the marketplace admin to map the store categories with the attribute sets for the marketplace vendors. Further, while creating a product, the plugin automatically assigns an attribute set to the product as per the selected category by the marketplace vendor, and thus the plugin allows the sellers to use only the enabled set of attributes that have been assigned to the respective categories there. So in today's video tutorial, I'll be taking you through the workflow of the same, and I'll be showing you how the vendors would be able to create a new product, and at that time how automatically the attribute set gets assigned to the product as per the category chosen by the marketplace vendor. And I'll also be showing you the initial configuration settings that are required for this particular plugin from the admin's end, how the admin would be able to do the mapping between the categories and the attribute sets there. But before we proceed further, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So right now you can see that I'm at the storefront for the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace by Webkul, and here under the more information, I'm able to see the attribute values for the attribute that has been assigned depending upon the category chosen by the respective vendor while he was creating this product. So all of those attributes get attribute values get displayed here under the more information there. So now first of all, let me show you the backend configuration there, the mapping, and then we'll come down to the vendors end to check the vendors scenario there. So let's hop on to the admin backend panel first. So here I'm at the admin backend panel, so I'll be entering the username password and I'll be tapping here on the sign in button thereafter. So first of all, I'll show you the initial configuration settings, and then we'll go to the marketplace management, and under that we'll go to the marketplace attribute mapping, and we'll go to the category and the attribute set mapping section. So before that, let's navigate through stores and then configuration. On the configuration page here on the left hand side under the Webkul block, we'll have to navigate to the marketplace attribute mapping. So I'll just tap on that, and that will bring up the marketplace attribute mapping configuration settings there. So here we have two different sections to configure. The very first one is the enable marketplace attribute mapping, and the other one is the category settings. So here under the enable marketplace attribute mapping, you'll be able to enable this particular module functionality wherein you'll be able to map the categories with the attributes there. So to do so, you'll have to choose this option as a yes. Otherwise, to disable the module functionality, you can choose a no for that. Then coming down to the category settings, here we have show category parent selected. So if you have chosen this option as a yes, then the parent category of the selected category will also appear checked or selected on the add product page for the marketplace vendors. So if we have chosen this option as a yes, and while creating a new product by the vendor, at that time when the vendor selects a subcategory there, then the parent category and the main category would also be checked there and would be displayed to the vendor. So we'll see that in a while from now when I'll take you through the vendor end. So here you can enable the show category parent selected as yes or no. Then we have the default attribute set ID. Now the default attribute set will appear when no mapping exists for the category. So for example, the vendor is selecting a category that is not being mapped with any attribute set. Then in that case, what happens is that whichever default attribute set ID has been chosen here by the admin, that would be the default attribute set for the vendor there. So after making these settings, we'll have to tap here on the save configuration button, and our initial configurations are done for the same. Now kindly note that this particular plugin is an add-on to the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace by Webkul, so you'll have to have that first, and then you can make use of the plugin that's the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace attribute set mapping plugin. Now to do the mapping, we'll navigate to the marketplace management, and under that we have the marketplace attribute mapping. And then we have the category and attribute set mapping. So we'll tap on that, and that would bring up the section wherein we'll be able to map the categories to the attribute sets there. So here you'll find the complete listing of the attribute and the category mappings. And to make a new mapping there, you'll have to tap here on the add mapping button, and that would bring up the new attribute mapping section. So here's the mapping information, and here we can map the attribute set to the category. So for example, right now you can see that we need to do the mapping. So here we have the map attribute set and map attributes. So under the map attribute set, we have the option to choose the attribute set. So for example, I go for the top attribute set, and I am going to assign the women top category there. So whenever the tops category is being chosen by the marketplace vendor, at that time automatically the attribute set would be set as the tops there. Then coming to the map attributes, here the marketplace admin will choose the attribute values for the same, that would be displayed for the respective attribute set that we have chosen here. So from here I'll choose a few one, like activity caller, pattern, climate, allowed payment methods, a wallet cashback. So depending upon the attributes, you can choose your attributes and then tap here on the save button, and you can see that the attribute groups successfully saved. So our mapping has been done. Here's our mapping. The category name tops has been mapped with the attribute set top. So whenever the vendor chooses the category name as tops, automatically the attribute set would be set as top there, along with the attributes that we have chosen, the attribute values. Those attribute values would be available for the attribute set that is the top one. So that's how we can do the category mapping from category and the attribute set mapping from the admin backend panel. And now let's log into the vendor account panel. So I'll enter my username, password, and tap on the login button thereafter, and then I'll navigate to my account section, and here we'll navigate to the new product section. So we'll be creating a new product, and I'll be showing you the workflow of this particular plugin there. So here on the marketplace add new product page, you can see that here we have the option to select a category from the drop down. So we can choose any of the categories there, and depending upon the chosen category, the attribute set would be assigned for this particular product that we are going to create. Now the admin also needs to go to the marketplace settings and assign the different attribute sets to the marketplace vendors. Otherwise there might be some cases wherein you have not assigned the respective attribute sets to the marketplace vendors. Then in that case you'll see an error that particular attribute set is not assigned to the seller there. So for that the admin just needs to navigate. Let me show you that as well before we proceed with this particular thing, but I'll just show you that in a moment. So on the product page, what we need to do is we need to choose the vendor will select the particular category where he wants to add the product. So I'll go for the tops, and then I'll be tapping on the continue button. And now you can see that on the add product page, here we have the product details that need to be filled. Here you can see that the attribute set has automatically been assigned depending upon the category chosen. So that attribute mapping had been done already. For the top attribute, we had mapped it with the top category there for the women. And now you can see that the product category here is being displayed, and the parent one is being also shown. We had selected the tops, the woman is auto selected, and the default category is also selected there. So that's how the default or the parent category gets displayed if enabled from the admin backend panel for the plugin configuration. Now let's create this particular product, and then we'll see the front end wherein we'll be able to see the attribute values. Now if I scroll down, depending upon the attribute set chosen, we'll have to fill in the other attributes like activity, material, style, general, sleeve, color, pattern, climate, allowed payment methods, wallet cashback, and allowed payment type. So these were the attribute values within the selected attribute set that was mapped with the category. And now the category, after this particular vendor has chosen a category, the respective attribute set is automatically assigned to him, and then he can create the product there. So let me proceed further and let me enter the details here for the product. So I'll just name it as test shirt for the time being, and I'll set the description. We'll set the SKU there, the price, the stock, visibility, its weight. I'll set the URL key, meta title, keyword, description. So I'm just showing it in for the demo purposes there. So let me select one image as well. So I'll just choose this image here of a t-shirt. Now for the attributes, I'll choose the activity there, material of the product, the style, sleeves, the climate when it can be choose, the pattern, allowed payment methods, and the wallet cashback. And thereafter I'll just tap here on the save button. So you can see that the product has been successfully saved. If I now go to the particular product at the storefront, let me search it out. So here's our test shirt. Let me tap on that to go to the respective product page, and here we are on the product page itself. So now if I go to the more information section, here you can see those attribute set values that we had chosen: activity, style, sleeve, pattern, climate, allowed payment types, wallet cashback, and the more options as required. So basically that's how this particular plugin works, and that's how the admin can map the categories with the attribute sets. Now when those categories are selected by the marketplace vendors under their new product creation, they just need to choose the category, and depending upon the category chosen, the attribute set would be automatically populated depending upon the mapping that has been done. And those attribute values for that particular attribute set would be there available within that particular product. And after setting up those values, they will be available under the more information section here. So that was the workflow at the Windows end. Now let me show you how to assign the attribute set ID to the marketplace vendors that I just wanted to show you. So for that I'll just take you to the backend panel, and here we'll navigate through stores, configuration. On the configuration page here on the left hand side under the Webkul block, we'll have to go to the marketplace submenu option, and under the marketplace we'll go to the seller's product setting, and here we'll choose the respective what we say as the attribute set IDs that we want to enable for the marketplace vendors, and then tap on the save configuration button. So yes, that was much about the plugin itself. That's the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace attribute set mapping plugin, and I hope it helped you out in understanding the workflow of the same. If you still have any questions, queries, suggestions or requirements, then kindly do reach back to us at support@webkul.com, raise a ticket at webkul.ubdesk.com, and if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video, and have a great day ahead.